Hi, today for our Moravian daily readings, we are in Revelation 13:11 through to chapter 14, verse 5. And in the first part of our reading, we read about the second beast, one that comes up out of the earth, a beast that forces people to take a mark on their forehead. And this beast is assigned a number, the number 666. So if ever there was a passage of the Bible to cause speculation and intrigue, and dare I even say fear, I would say it's this passage. Yesterday we read about the beast that came out of the sea, and we would generally interpret the beast out of the sea as representing empire and government. And if you remember what I've been saying about these multiple layers to Revelation, well, the fatal wound on the beast and the image of the statue of the beast, of the first beast that's set up in today's reading for people to worship, well, most probably on that first level, that relates to the Roman Emperor Nero, who's living around AD 60, who massively persecuted Christians, and it fits the persecution written about in this passage. And well, we know that Nero fled Rome in AD 68, and it was reported he committed suicide by cutting his throat. And that's how people view the fatal wound described in the passage. But then we know from history, a rumour spread that Nero had come back to life, which really fits what we're reading in chapter 13. Not only that, but we know that in the Hebrew language, every letter has a number assigned to it. And so both the word Nero and the word beast, when you convert them into numbers, take on the number 666. So there's very much this dual level drama going on here. Supernatural events being echoed in the actual events happening and unfolding in John's day as he writes. We also know that around AD 66, Nero sets up this system where you would need a certificate in order to trade and sell goods. And to get that certificate, you would have to first offer a sacrifice to Caesar Nero. If you didn't, you couldn't trade. So if the first beast from the sea has something to do with governmental power, typically we see this second beast from the earth as someone or something that has power over commerce or trading. As I've mentioned before, there's in Revelation this sense that the supernatural drama that we're reading about is playing out in every generation. And of course, one day it will unfold and play out for a final time as Jesus returns. So I think it's okay to speculate what this beast from the sea and what this mark of the beast might be in our generation, just as long as we don't get taken down a rabbit hole and become obsessive and obsess on end-time theology in a way that takes us away from a focus on Jesus. So this second beast, I would say, is about the power of commerce. It's about, dare I say, the addictive, controlling nature of consumerism that so easily can become an idol, can't it? It can become an idolatry, the thing that we gaze at. Anything we gaze at is an idol. The thing that we're controlled by, well, that would be an idol. What we gaze at, what we're controlled by, underpinned with commerce. Well, you know, I heard it said recently, we don't own phones anymore, phones own us. And there's a lot of truth in that, isn't there? Something that has, as we read in the passage, an innocent appearance like a lamb, but speaks with the force of a dragon. But that is not the main point of the passage, is it? Because we know that the main point of the passage has to be a call to focus on Jesus. And as we've considered the mark of the beast, we're also called to consider the mark of the Lamb, the mark on our foreheads. And what that means is the Father's mark on our foreheads. That means that our identity is not our own. I don't want the name on my forehead to be John Harding. I want people to see the Father's name on my life. I don't want my talk to be primarily about the badness of the world. I want to join in with the song of the redeemed, the song that we sing of who Jesus is and what Jesus has done for us. So I pray that that would be our reminder today, that our identity, that is his name on our heads. We belong to him. We echo his image and we sing his song.